Hi, Shubhradeep. Thank you for joining in today's interview session. How are you doing today?
Thank you, sir. I am doing good.
Great. So, Shubhradeep, before we proceed with any more thing, can you give a brief introduction about yourself?
Yes. My name is Shubhradip Das, and I have pursued my diploma from Lovely Professional University and my BTech from ICFA University. My CGPA in degree is eight something, eight CGPA.
Okay. So, means it's a very brief introduction that you have given. What tell something more about you? What are the things that you like the most? What are the things you have learned so far during your college days and all?
Yes, sir. I have done two one major project that is in geotechnical engineering, and I have done two internships. One internship is regarding a software Abacus, and another is a field project of building construction.
Right. Great. So, you want to build your entire career on the basis of your civil engineering thing that you have learned, right?
Yes, sir. As
Okay.
of now, that is what I have planned.
Okay, since you mentioned as of now, so do you have any other plans?
Yes, sir. I may go for higher studies
Okay,
for 1 year. In this
okay,
1 year, I can go.
okay, great. So, since you want to move into the field of civil engineering, so what do you think are the three best qualities that should be present in every engineer?
The three best qualities should be determination, discipline, and another thing is knowledge. These three things should be must for engineering.
So, how do you correlate these things with each other?
Discipline is because an engineer should be punctual in his work. He should not delay any of his projects, because if he is delaying, then the whole project will be suffer for this. And in determination regarding that, he should be focused in his work. He should dedicate time for his work. And the last thing which I said is knowledge. Yes, for engineering projects, you need a vast knowledge regarding your field to complete your jobs.
And since civil engineering, it's quite a vast thing, right? So, you might have
Yes.
got something of your interest that you like the most. What is that?
Yes.
What is the most important thing that you love about civil engineering?
The most entertaining thing for me is uh, in civil engineering is building construction, that is building management and construction.
And
Because
why do you like
project
it?
management. Because sir, I feel comfortable in this because there are engineering drawings. So for site engineering, basically you are given drawings and you have to study them and instruct the workers over there. So I am comfortable with engineering drawing, and I think I have some knowledge about drawing pretty good. That's why I think that.
That's great. Can you highlight two strengths of yourself
Regarding my field, or
regarding you as Shubhradeep? What are your strengths that you can bring to my company if you get selected in today's interview?
so if I get selected in your company, then the first thing which you'll get from me is that uh, my dedication. Because if I am working for your company, I will dedicate my maximum time for your company's establishment, and for my establishment also. Because if I do good work for you, then you will give me a good salary. That's why first thing you will get from me is good work. And second thing which you might expect is that, um, what should I say? Second thing you will get punctuality from me. That is, from my side, I will try that I should complete the times in the given time period. I should not delay the works.
Okay, so what
And
in
I
your
can,
opinion is
yes.
okay? Okay, that's great. So, what in your opinion is your ideal company or workplace should look like?
My ideal company workplace should, as I have told that am mostly willing for a site engineer. So I am not
Mhm.
expecting any office work. Maximum time I will be in the sites only. But so there is nothing much I expect from as my workplace
So
because
you do
it
not
will
have any
count.
set.
Yes, sir.
So you do not have any prior set of expectations that okay, even if you go for site engineering, and if you even if you go out for work and you have to stand outside, you should have a set of expectations, right, in your mind that this should be the ideal scenario. This should be the management should be good. The transparency should be there between the workers and the management, so that the work can be done smoothly, right?
Yes,
So don't
but
you have such kind of expectations?
as
Mhm.
a fresher, I have no experience, and I have no experience of sites also that how the works are done. So that's why I am not any such expectation. First, let me join the company, understand the things, then I can develop some.
Right. So, as I was going through your CV or your resume, I could see that you have mentioned some of your skill sets like active listening and communication. And the
Yes,
second point that you mentioned is leadership as and management skill. So, can you give an example or an incident that might have happened in your life wherein you portrayed this skill set that you have mentioned in your resume?
yes, sir. In my diploma, we are doing our major project, and at that time, we have to prepare a model. Okay, sir. So
Mhm.
there are my teammates are also there, but unfortunately, two of our members have to go to their home because of their some family problem. So in a team of five, we just only remained three. So our acting leader was among those two. So after he left, I lead the team and completed the project and the
Mhm.
model also.
Okay. So, since you mentioned that you have got a good leadership and management skills, so suppose you are working in a group. Okay. So suppose there are two people who's working under you. However, there is some kind of conflict between them, and they are not ready to listen to each other. So how you are going to solve such kind of scenario if it happens when working in a team under you?
So first I will hear both of them, that what are their point of views, and then I will give them a better suggestion that if anything something good is possible, then I will suggest them. First, I have to listen to them that what are their problems or what is the matter of talk which they are conflicting in between. Then I can give them a solution.
Right. Okay. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years of time?
So next 5 years of time, what I see is as a project manager managing some big project under your company.
Mhm.
Because first of all, I said that I am I am willing to join as a site engineer. So I will in next 2 or 3 years I will gain the knowledge of site engineer. What are the works for site engineer? After that, I will go to the office work, that is management, something like that.
Okay. So can you tell me what is the difference between hard work and smart work?
Yes, sir. Hard work means doing work, but with less intelligence. That means you are applying your brain less, but you are giving manual effort more. But smart work is when you combine both your intelligence and your smartness together.
So right. So do you consider yourself to be a hard worker or a smart worker?
I consider myself as a smart worker.
So you use your intelligence together with all the skills. So that means if you have to learn some new thing, right? So at that time we need to work hard. So how
Yes.
can you work smartly to learn that new thing?
So basically, I have to work hard that if there is no confusion. But I will find some loopholes where I can use some shortcuts or any other methods
Mhm.
to do the work more fastly.
Okay. So, as a human being, we do have some strengths and weaknesses. You already spoke about your strengths. So, is there anything that you want to change about yourself as Shubhradeep? So, what is that one thing that you would like to change if you have to change anything?
So if I have to change anything, then I should change my saying no. I cannot say that no directly to anyone. So
Hmm.
that is one thing, and for this I face problems sometimes because I get involved in thing which I am not willing to get involved, but still I get involved because I directly can't say no. So that is one thing I might learn.
Okay, as you mentioned that you can't say no to anyone. So, this actually invites another question to you that suppose you are working in a project. Okay, so there is your friend or colleague who's working on another project, and his manager has given him some tasks to be done within a particular deadline.
Yes,
However, he is not able to complete that task or he might require help. And he has come to you. You are also working in another project and you have your own deadlines and everything. So as you mentioned that you won't be able to say no. So how you are going to deal in such kind of scenarios?
first of all I will complete my work, and if I have to help him, then I will manage more from my
Mhm.
personal time. That is my sleeping time. If I am sleeping regularly for 8 hours, then I will cut it off to 6 hours
Mhm.
or 5 hours to help him or my any other work. If genuinely I have
Okay.
had to
So
help,
it's a big okay. So it's a big thing that you were saying that you are going to uh, you are going to shorten your time of sleep and you are going to help your friend, right? So don't you think that it is going to affect the quality of your work just because you're helping someone else? It is going to affect your work, right?
so
Since you're sleeping
for
less, you
one
will be
or
tired,
for,
you will be
yes,
fatigued.
so for 1 or 2 days it will do not matter. It will not be a matter of big deal because for 1 or 2 days I can manage with less sleep. But if it is for a longer period, that is 1 week, then it might become a problem. Then I'll think of any other way.
Right. So my question will be what you are going to think because a project doesn't get completed within 1 or 2 days, right? So if your friend is coming to you and asking for help, so definitely it won't get solved within 1 or 2 days. It will be a longer duration. What is that thing or what is that turnaround that you are going to use with your friend in that scenario?
In that case, I will say him that I have my own works, my own project, my own deadlines. I will make him understand that yes, I can help you, but for a time period or for some part of your work, but not your complete work as you are expecting. I can help you, I can guide you if necessary, but I cannot do the work for you. I can give you a way which
Right.
you might be busy.
Right. So you need to prioritize your work, and based
Yes,
on your priority, you would be able to say no. So it won't be a weakness for a longer period of time. It might be a weakness for you at the moment, but yes, definitely a few years down the line, it won't be a weakness. Okay, great. So I'm done with all the technical questions. And Srinjay, if you like to ask any more question over here before we proceed with the technical round.
Well, thank you very much. As of now, I don't have any other thing to cover up actually, because most of the things, whatever has been planned inside my head, so most of the things have already been covered by you only. So it's better that we move on to the technical round and just assess
Right.
his technical skills and qualities.
Right. So, Shubhrati, we are going to start with the technical round at the moment. If you want to have a glass of water in between, you can have.
no,
Right. So, Srinja, you can definitely assess his technical skills.
All right. A very good afternoon to Shubhradeep. First of all,
thank
tell
you,
me,
sir.
how are
Good
you?
afternoon.
Yes.
Sir, I'm fine. Doing good.
Okay. You're doing good. Hopefully everything around you is very good, doing very good and
Yes.
in a well good condition. Okay. Yes.
Yes.
So, it has been actually a little bit brainstorming session with in the previous round. So I would also request you to, if you want to take a break and have a glass of water, so you can definitely do it. because
No, sir.
tension is actually not good for me. Okay,
No,
so if
no,
you are
no, no.
comfortable, we can proceed forward.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Fine, Shubhradeep. So, Shubhradeep, let me just ask a few questions just by going through your CV. Okay, it's a
Okay.
curriculum vitae. It's right in front of me. So let me just assess a few things, and then I'll proceed forward slowly and steadily. Fine. Shubhradeep, you have mentioned your area of interest to be traveling and community involvement in your curriculum vitae.
Yes.
Can you please tell me what is actually the link of this with your technical background?
Technical background, sir. See, if I am doing I am in site engineering, then I
Mhm.
will have projects. So it is not possible that all the projects are in the same place. They might be
Okay.
in different place. That's why I mentioned that yes, I am free for traveling anywhere.
Okay.
I have
No,
no such boundaries.
if that is a part of the project, Shubhradeep, if that is a part of the project, you will be taken care of that. But otherwise, like it is your area of interest, you have said that key. Are you willing to travel outside your job life or outside your field domain if you need to travel? Is it going to be helpful for you? Like I'm traveling, I have just mentioned that I just want to travel, or I'm just good. Just hang on, let me just check. Yes, traveling. So my exact question is, how do you relate this traveling to civil engineering?
Uh, in traveling, sir, if I am exploring new places while
Mhm.
traveling,
Okay.
I can have more knowledge about how other workers are doing their work, how other
Okay.
projects are being carried out. Hmm.
Mhm.
That will be in link with my
Okay.
field.
But yes, thank you very much. But
I can learn
Shubhradeep,
new ways. New ways.
okay. But Shubhradeep, we have every one of us, whoever is in this world, we have only one constraint, that is time, isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
you have that very 24 hours as I will be having, or as Mr. Shubhadeep will also be having. So within that 24 hours, isn't it that it will become very hectic for you to travel around and assess a few resources rather than concentrating on prioritizing your own work? Won't it be hectic?
It might get hectic, but if I am having interest, like
Okay.
someone said that if you have interest in your work, then
Mhm.
it might not be a tiresome. Then it might not be a tiring work. So
Okay.
if I have interest in this, so I will not. It will not be a much hectic as you were saying. Yes, it
Okay.
might get hectic sometimes, but not always.
Okay. So I see you have explained, or you have mentioned AutoCAD, SketchUp Pro, Excel, ZWCAD, Adobe Photoshop as your technical skills.
Yes,
Can you please briefly explain the relationship or the bridging between these softwares? I believe these are the actual softwares and through which you can enhance your civil engineering skills in the long run. So please
yes.
explain me the bridge in between your field and these softwares.
So basically, ZWCAT and AutoCAD are for planning
Okay.
our projects,
Mhm.
for line planning or uh, one line drawing or two line drawing.
Mhm.
So after completing the two line drawing, that means two dimensional. For two dimensional planning, we basically opt for ZWCAT or AutoCAD. But for 3D modeling, we need a SketchUp.
Mhm. Okay. I believe there are other softwares also. To the best of my knowledge, there are ETABS, there is STAT Pro also,
Yes,
and just
Stat
like
Pro,
SketchUp Pro only.
Stat
Yes.
Pro, Revit. Yes, Revit.
Yes, definitely, yes. So these are more or less of the same utility and of the same objective as you have already mentioned.
Yes, sir. For planning
Okay,
purposes, basically.
okay.
Planning and structural drawing.
Mhm. Now let us move on to your project section, like whatever you have mentioned. You have done projects in two different, now it's in one area. That is, it was from Lovely Professional University. And the name of the project was stormwater drainage, isn't it? It
Yes, sir.
is mentioned as per the CV. As per your CV, it is
Yes,
actually
sir.
mentioned
Yes,
there.
sir. Yes, yes, sir.
And the details is mentioning that you have worked on a project that will help to get rid of waterlogging problem caused due to improper drainage system. And the
Yes,
project with this project will help to reduce the problems faced by students and faculties to continue with their work.
yes.
Can you tell me where did students and faculties come inside this project?
Basically, Lovely Professional University, as you know, it's a very big campus. So
Okay.
our academic block was at the last portion. So that portion is at a downside. So whatever the water is accumulated in the upper part gets to our academic block. So there becomes water logging up to 1 feet or 2 feet, and that's why some faculties and students have to face problems to come to their classes and join their classes, because vehicles are also not working, because in 2 feet water vehicles can't run. So that's why I've mentioned that it will solve the problems of the faculties and give a better workplace.
All right. Shubhradip, can you share with us what exactly did you propose in such a confusion state or in such a problematic state in your
So,
project?
yes, sir, we have proposed a drainage system in which we have proper drainage pipes and sanitary water uh, and pumping out system for the water log. Shall I
All
repeat?
right. Please, I'm sorry for this. Can you please repeat
Okay.
it once more?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, sir. So we have given a proper drainage system with pipelines of how much diameter they should provide the pipelines, so that the water can pass out easily. And we have given them a pumping out system for the pumping system, how much of horsepower you need for the pump to efficiently run off the water. And
All right.
for laying the pipes, how much should be your gradient, so that naturally it can also pass the water.
All right. That's very good. Shubhradip, there are different kinds of stormwater drains, and different kinds of drain which collects water from different sources. Can you please
Yes.
identify out them?
Uh, yes, sir. In highways, basically for stormwater, uh, the for stormwater, sorry, sir, I can't really recall all of them. Mm, I've studied them in during my project, but I actually can't recall right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Just as you have said that there are waterlogging problems and there are different reasons for that, do you
Yes.
entirely think that the slope and the gradient of those stormwater drains are actually the reason for this waterlogging problem?
It is one of the reasons, but there are also other reasons. Because uh, soil, if the soil is less percolation, then also water logging is seen.
Okay.
If the soil is having less force, which can pass the water, which can sieve the water, then also water logging is seen.
Okay. Can you tell me what are the different? What is the actual embodiment of the drainage system? Was it a lined drain or was it an unlined drain? Was it a concrete drain or was it just a natural earthen drain?
No, it was a concrete.
It was
Concrete.
concrete drain. Okay. So
Yes,
if it
yes,
is a concrete drain, then concrete is not percolating water through it, to the best
yes,
of our knowledge.
yes,
So
yes.
will that soil characteristic really depend or will really affect this drainage system or this waterlogging system?
No, because we have provided some slope for the water to run away, so I think there it might not create a problem.
All right. But then again, it also gives rise to another question. If you provide slope
Yes,
of more than unusual or more than usual case scenarios,
yes,
then what happens
yes,
is, so there will be abrupt usage of land area. There will be
yes,
excavations needed. And
yes,
for
sir.
excavations, there will be different resources being used. And ultimately, it will lead to a monetary increase of expenditure. So
Yes.
will it be a right thing to continuously apply slope all over the area, like as much as I can? Will it be a good thing for you as a project manager over there?
So if it is in a smaller area, if it is in a smaller area, then it might not require slope. But if it is for in roadways, in highway engineering, if we are planning stormwater management, then we have to give slope because while there is change of gradients. So with the change of gradient, we have to give the slopes. Otherwise, the water will not pass.
Okay.
That is for domestic purpose, we might deduct the slope, but for bigger projects, we require that.
But as you have said, it is actually from a project which was solely inside the lovely professional university campus. So I believe
Yes,
there
sir.
is no such thing as highway or anything roadways
No,
inside,
nothing.
apart
But
from bits and parts.
still we have provided because it will give a more safer side.
Okay.
That's why we have provided.
Okay. Okay. It will have a good outlook. Like you can apply this
Yeah.
concept on a bigger scale. Okay, fine. Shubhradeep, do you believe that there are external sources for this pollution, or not pollution, for this water logging thing? Do you believe that there can be external factors also, apart from slopes
Yes,
and
sir.
soil?
Definitely.
Can you name a few?
Yes, sir. There might be blockage in the drainage system. If the drainage system is blocked, then it will cause waterlogging.
Any solution for that?
Any solution for this? Yeah, we have to take care of the drainage system, that if it is running properly, and we can give screens so that blocking cannot occur. We can provide screens.
Okay, screens. Is providing an under the road passage drainage system, is it proposed over there, or can it be proposed over there?
Providing
The
screens.
concept of manholes precisely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you propose an underground drainage system in this case scenario?
In which in roadways.
In the very project, whatever you have done in lovely professional university.
Okay. What I have done.
Yes.
Sir.
We are
Providing
talking
manuals.
around that project. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. No, sir. Providing manuals, it will incur a cost to the project. It will incur more cost to the project, because that is not necessary. Basically, it was not a major issue that we have to provide manholes to check the drainage system or something. We have provided larger diameter pipes, so there will not be any blockage, and there are no certain elements in the surrounding which can create blockage.
All right. Okay. So you have also mentioned that for a clean and pollution-free environment inside the campus under this very project title. So is it that the only pollution caused inside the campus out of water pollution, or is there any other mode of pollution also which will you take care?
Any other mode of pollution? During my 3 years of stay there, other pollution I should not. There are not so much pollution because everything is managed properly. There are food courts, and with every shop there are dustbins, and the students are also abided by the rules. So yeah, waterlogging was the main problem because it is a nature. Because you cannot fight with the nature, and that is why no other pollution was such a problem.
Very well. So with this pollution thing, you actually try to mean the waterlogging thing and the
Yes,
water
sir.
pollution, whatever was prevalent
Water
over there.
pollution.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
very good. I see. You have also. Let us move on to the next one. You have also mentioned that in the form of internship, you have had vocational trainings regarding construction of stalls, isn't it?
Yes,
It was
sir.
under
Yes.
public works department.
Yes.
Construction of stalls, and you have worked on a project under Central to subdivision of PWD, Agartala,
Yes.
for construction of stalls at Mantribari Road. Okay,
Yes,
it
sir.
was a G+2 building, and we have studied the architectural drawings and constructions method for this project. Okay,
Yes.
and it ran from May 2019 till July 2019.
Yes.
Shubhradeep, please tell me, in this 2 months of tenure or this
Yes.
vocational training, what exactly did you experience over there?
So, when we joined the project, the foundation work was already complete, and the superstructure columns, beams were also complete. They were laying the slab of the second floor at that time. So we have seen the reinforcement work, how the slab reinforcement are laid, whether it is a one-way slab or two-way slab, and the guide which was provided to us, he made us understand that what is the difference between reinforcement in one-way slab and two-way slab. And he also given us the drawing of the as the foundation work was already completed. He gave us the drawing. He said what was the where was actually piling done, and how many piles are there, total piles used in the project. So basically, that is what we have learned in the project.
Very well. Was there any car parking space in that very building?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Can you please give me a small idea about how much area, plan area, was that of the building? A rough idea.
Approximately can be 3,500 square.
3,500 square feet. Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
And okay, so there must have been adequate columns and beams over there, right, to support that very
Yes, sir.
structure in slabs.
Yes.
Just now you have mentioned one-way slab and two-way slabs.
Yes, sir.
Can you please elaborate on this? What is basically a one-way slab and a two-way slab, and where exactly do you use it?
Yes, sir. One-way slab is where the breadth length is more. That is where we provide one-way slab.
Okay.
Because the width is less and the length is more, so we provide one-way slab. But for square type of construction, that is where the length and width are approximately same.
Mhm.
There we provide two-way slab because we need reinforcement, main reinforcement from both the sides.
Okay, I see. Very well, and I'll just ask a few questions before we can wrap up. You have told that there were slabs being constructed at the second floor. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Was there any slab testing you have experienced? Slab testing, any testing of slab?
No, sir.
No. Do you know that how slabs are getting tested at any construction field? As you have said that you have interest in site jobs over field off-field works. So I would like to tell you this thing. Do you know that any methodology which tests slabs?
For testing slabs, no, sir. For in our education life, we have tested beam, columns, but not slab.
What
And in the
exactly
field,
what exactly did you test? There are so many factors or parameters which can
yes,
be tested. What exactly did you, or what exactly
so
can you?
yes, sir, we have done the compression testing of concrete blocks,
Okay. Okay.
then tensile strength of the
That is a
reinforcement.
material test. I'm talking
Yes, sir.
about not a material test. I'm talking about the beam, column, or slab tests. Whatever you have done,
Yes,
you
sir.
are basically
Yes,
testing the
sir.
material,
Yes,
not
sir.
the structure.
For beam, we have done flexible test.
Very well. And for a slab, what it can be?
For a slab, it can be shear test, I guess.
Just think about what happens on a slab, wherever you're staying or wherever you can go. Think about what happens on a slab. What is the purpose of it? And what can happen if the purpose is going beyond the limit? You will have the answer in the question itself.
Yes, sir.
It's okay, Shubhradeep. Don't stress it out. We will sort it out sometime. Okay. So, Mr. Shubhadeep, I think I'm done from my side. But I think I'm actually done from my side. So we can proceed
Right.
forward with the next regulations.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So I would like to ask a few questions since you were discussing about concrete process and everything. So Shubhradeep, can you list out the various steps that are involved in the concreting process?
Concreting process. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
First, we take the aggregate. Then we mix the sand and aggregate.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, we give the cement in a certain proportion which is mentioned to us, that is either M15 or M20. In that ratio, we give this. After that, we add water according to our requirement, the plasticity which we want for that.
Right. And the final question that I would like to ask that, can you please describe the soundness of cement? How would you describe it?
Soundness of
The
cement.
soundness of cement. Yeah. Anyway, it's not a problem. It's fine. So having said that, we have come to the end of today's interview session. Okay. Do you have any question that you would like to ask to any one of us?
No.
All's good? Great. So Shubhradeep, very soon we will be coming up with all the feedbacks, what were the areas of improvements and everything that we are going to discuss in details. Okay. And till the time, be safe and stay safe. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much. You also stay safe, stay well, and have a nice.
If you're looking to get yourself trained, working on projects, resume build, placement assistance till the time you are placed, you can visit downtowncoders.com and write to us. We'll be happy to help you.